Hi, everyone. I know it has been a couple of weeks since I've posted anything, but I am back working remotely, essentially full time. So I just don't have as much time for all the exercising I was doing. But I have some free time today, so I thought I would do about a 30-minute per usual total core workout. So, you know, think of core, it's normally just the front of our torso, but it also encompasses our back and our obliques as well. So with that, we're just gonna get started. Just my ankle yesterday, so we're gonna do everything sitting, and if it looks like I'm doing anything funky, that is why, but I will be talking you through. So we're just gonna start with a head roll. Breathing. Bringing more of your upper body into it, just back and forth. You can use your hands for balance if you need to. Bring it a little bigger. We're just going to go from side to side, holding as long as you need to on each side. So you can move faster or slower than I am. It's also a nice little arm warm up too if you're just pushing off. Cool. Sitting up, we're just going to go from a rounded back to arching. Nice. And full circles. So circling in one direction, finding the edge of that circle on your torso. You can just let your head go for the ride. And switch directions. Almost done. All right. We're going to be moving into downward dog and switching from downward dog to cobra. So make sure your feet are hips distance apart. You're getting a nice stretch. And when you feel ready, you're going to pretend there's like a wave going through your torso. To a nice cobra. You need to go lower than this. That's fine. And then that wave goes back and you end up back in downward dog. So moving at your own pace. Really warming that torso up. And then this last one, we're going to stop here, come to our hands and knees. So Here, like downward dog, we want to make sure that everything is hips distance apart. So hands are shoulder distance apart, legs are hips distance. And we're making sure we're not arching. We're not rounding too much. We have this nice flat back. Like you are a full-on table. So we're just going to start with the bird dog. So you're going to bring your left leg back and your right arm forward. And then bring it back down. And switch legs. Making sure as you lift, you're not arching too much. And that you're looking straight down, so you have a straight line in your neck. One more. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna move on to bird dog pulses. So we're gonna come into our bird dog position and pulse everything up. This might not be a very fast pulse. You don't even need to lift everything that much. Making sure your core is really working to keep everything centered and aligned, and switch legs and arms. Almost there. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming onto your stomach. We're going to be moving into some more back things. We're going to be starting just by lifting all of our limbs off the ground. So everything lifts up as high as you can. Your butt's engaged, lifting your legs up. You're making sure you're not cranking your neck. So you have this nice elongated neck. Making sure your core is staying engaged here. Not forgetting about it just because you're laying down. Nice. Lift up one more time and let it relax. Awesome. You can shake your hips from side to side. We're going to be moving into a swimmer next, which is kind of like bird dog. So we're going to lift up one arm, one leg, down, switch, down, switch. Breathing. Whenever I have music on, it's very hard not to go to the beat. Up and down. Okay, so your options, you can stick with that, or alternatively, this next exercise, you can lift all your limbs up and just start swimming. So choose your option and start. Don't forget about your core. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. One more, relax. Okay, next exercise. We're leaving our legs on the ground and we're only lifting our upper body and we're gonna pulse our arms together. Breathing. I don't know about you all, but I am super warm. Awesome. We have 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Let it relax really fast. We're going to be switching to just using our legs. So our upper body is going to stay down. We're going to come into a nice triangle pose and lift up. And just pulse. Letting your head relax down. Keeping those hips on the floor and your stomach engaged. We're halfway there. Breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last stop. Let it relax. Stop for a second and just let your hips rock from side to side. Awesome. Okay. I feel like those backs are pretty much worked. So we're gonna move on to the rest of our abs. We're gonna start with our obliques. So this is a really good one. You're gonna come onto your knees and you're going to bring one leg out. You can either have your foot facing forward and flat, or you can have it out, whatever is more comfortable. Whatever just works best for you. So we're gonna have our arms up and we're just gonna be dipping to the side. So we're going to dip as far as you can go and come back. And dip. And up. Breathing. Over and up. We've got 10 seconds. Making sure everything is staying engaged. One more. Let it relax. Okay, here's the other side. So shake it out. Get ready for the other side. And come back up. Over. Breathing. Always breathing. Also really hard not to get up and just dance to all this music. Kitty's going for it. All right, shake it out. We're gonna come onto our backs now and do a corkscrew. So Our legs are going to be together this whole time. If you need to have a little bend in them, that's okay. We're going to be starting actually up here, trying to keep a flat back. And we're going to bring our legs down and around to the right, over to the left, back up to the center. Then we're going to switch directions. So we go down and around. We always come back to this the center position. So if you want to bend your legs more, that's okay. You can keep them stick straight. As usual, the lower you go with them, the harder it gets. So as challenging as you want to make it, switch. Don't forget about your back. So if that gets to be too much, remember you can bend your legs. Also, we don't want to be growing into our shoulders, so really trying to stay upright. So this is a really good posture one. And one more. Awesome. Okay. This one, kind of along the lines of a corkscrew, more ballet inspired. We're going to be doing a plie. So we're going to be starting with our legs bent like this. And we're going to be working really, really hard to squeeze everything together. So this is also working your inner thighs. So you're going from a flexed foot when your legs are bent to a pointed, face pointed toes. So that's flexed, that's pointed. So we're going from flexed to pointed. So you have 5 seconds. So get in whatever position is most comfortable. So we're going to plie and bring it to straight legs. Really working your legs, fighting against your own limbs. Trying to keep the whole of your back on the floor. So if you find that your back is starting to arch, just don't let your legs go as low. Move 20 seconds. Breathing. One more, let it relax. Awesome. The last thing we're going to do on our back is the alphabet. So we've done this in a couple of other videos with different body parts, but we're gonna do it with our legs together. So this is kind of like a double leg drop and lift, but instead we're just gonna be drawing the alphabet. So whatever way you want to draw it, that's totally fine. You can bend your legs if you need to. If you need to draw it up here, up in the air, that's totally cool. Or if you want to draw it all the way down here, that also works. More power to you. So get ready to draw your alphabet and go. Sorry for moving a little faster than you there. Awesome. Let that relax. You can let your legs come into butterfly lying down just to get that blood flow back into your hip flexors. Awesome. Okay. We might actually have one more thing. So, because when you work things back to back, generally get a little more tired instead of switching from like legs to abs to whatever. So we're going to be coming into our favorite side position. My resting arm is going to be out. I'm going to try and not use any weight on it. It's really just kind of there for stability. So this arm is reaching out towards my toes. And what I'm going to do is lift everything off the ground and try and get my fingers to touch my toes, which is physically impossible, but gives you a nice visualization. So get into that position and lift up and down. Making sure all this is engaged. Halfway through. If you're finding that it's super uncomfortable on your hip, you can come back onto your butt a little bit because there's a little more cushion there. Just depending on how your body is built. Up and let it relax. Switch sides. Awesome. And get ready to lift. I guess Kat only wanted to make a couple of appearances today. Now I'm back on beat. Breathing, we're so close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're gonna end with just a simple plank for that final little burn. So I'm gonna be on my knees for this and on my elbows. But if you wanna be in a full plank position, that works for you. And if that gets to be too much, you can just come down on your hands and knees. So find what works best for your body. We're gonna come into just a squat, making sure we're not coming down. We're super high up. We have a nice flat back. You can lift a leg up. If you're looking for ways to make the plank a little saucier. Breathing. Awesome. All right. So that is it with our exercise. We just have a cool down left. So we're going to start, we're going to end kind of how we started with a full downward dog. And then switching into that cobra. So if you want to hold each of these positions a little longer, you can. If it feels better to just float through them, that works too. Awesome. Coming into child's pose. Just breathing. Walking everything over to the right. So hands off your mat. Letting your head relax down. And walk your hands over to the left. As far over as feels good. Coming down onto your back, we're just going to do a torso twist. So you can do just a traditional torso twist with this leg bent. If you want more of an IT band stretch, you can straighten this top leg and grab onto it. Trying to keep both your shoulders on the ground. Just breathing here. Or if that foot's too hard to grab, you can reach for your shin and just work your way up. So switch sides. So coming onto your back, we're just going to do just a hip opener. It's always a nice way to relieve some stress and pressure. So you can either put your hands on your knees, rock side to side. You can go into happy baby, aiming to get your back flat on the ground. And if that done a little more of a hamstring stretch, you can straighten your legs as well. Awesome. Bring everything together to a tiny little ball. Put your hands right below your kneecaps on your shins and start rocking up and down. When you are ready, come to a nice seated position. Okay, so if there's any other stretching you want to do, obviously feel free to do it, but we are done for today. So if there's anything specific that you want to see moving forward, like combining more yoga or combining more like traditional strength training, I am open ears. So with that, I will see y'all soon. Thanks. Bye.